Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pekka Rantola, Chief Marketing Officer, HMD Global.
Dami e Kaspara, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Nokia House Band live from Moscow. What a wonderful way to invite me to the stage. Thank you so much. Spasiba. And dear friends, dear partners, dear fans, dear members of media, good evening and Dobro Bashalatev. A warm welcome to all of you. It's so great to see you all here, and it's so great to be here in Moscow, in the dynamic and amazing city of Moscow. You know, last night I had a chance to take a walk in the evening down to Nikolskaya Street. I could wander the beautiful, beautiful light show on top of the street, showing me the way. So great to be here in Moscow. And we have a special reason why we are here. We are here to make worldwide announcement of new Nokia Android smartphones. We are going to announce them globally to the world. And it's a big moment for us. It's a great pleasure and privilege that you guys are with us here and sharing this very magical moment. So thank you very much for being with us this evening. But this is not the first time that Nokia phones are being launched globally in Moscow. It happened last time and first time in 2003, August 2003, when Nokia 1100 and Nokia 2300 were launched to the world. I actually happened to be there 15 years ago. It was a thrilling day, a fantastic day. I never forget that. But I think that this evening it has all the ingredients to become even bigger night, not only because of the fact that we have even more products to announce this evening. So Russia has always been a true Nokia heartland. There has always been a special bonding and relationship with Russian consumers and the Nokia brand. And you know, when I look around here, I see a lot of Nokia brand in here. I see some good old friends, really from the past. I see fans here. I really feel like being home here. And talking about being home, we are HMD Global, a young startup from Finland, and we are the home of Nokia phones. We are on a very special mission, very exciting mission. We are on a mission to bring back one of the most loved and admired consumer brands of all times to the smart mobile telephony. And it's really early days in our journey. It has just started 18 months ago. But what an incredible journey it has been already. Oh boy, we've experienced so much. We've achieved already quite a lot, and you will soon hear more about it. But let me guarantee that we keep our feet on ground, we stay humble and modest, we listen very carefully to the consumers and our trade partners on our journey forward. But at this stage still, I would like to extend my thanks on behalf of the entire HMD team, who is here and in other parts of the world, to all our fans and trade partners and friends around the world who have been supporting us in this beginning of the journey. We have got such an incredible continuous support from so many people that thank you very much. Spasiba. And still thank you for all of you who are in this room for sharing this magical, unforgettable moment with us. We have a lot of local media here. We have close to 100 international media members here. And of course, we are also live streaming this event. So behind the cameras, I bet there are a couple of millions of consumers, our fans, who are with us this evening. So thank you very much for spending the time with us. Thank you so much. And still a few words about why we are here in Russia. Well, first of all, Russia is one of our biggest and fastest growing markets for Nokia phones. At this stage, I really would like to extend the thanks to our local HMD team led by Alexei Zenkov. Alexei is somewhere here. Can you raise your hand? There. Thank you, Alexei and Maxim and everyone. Very well done. Great start. But Nokia brand loved brands by Russian consumers.
I'll always be with you and love you forever. My mama used to tell me every time she smiled.
today we have more than 500,000 registered fans who are following us, with whom we can engage, from whom we can learn so much. But to tell you the truth, and perhaps I'm telling and talking about experience, I know that the reality is that there are millions and millions of Russian consumers who really feel for the Nokia brand. They feel positive for the brand, because Nokia brand is not just any brand out there. It's a very special brand. It's a brand that has a very unique and authentic story to share. It's more than 150 years old brand. And the fact is that in high-tech space, Nokia brand is a very special brand. It's a very different brand because it's so emotional brand. And that is one of the reasons also why we are here, because the Russian consumers, to me, always I've admired how emotional Russian consumers are and how well they can express their emotions. So there's a very special fit between the Russian consumers and the Nokia brand. And perhaps there's also a fourth reason why we are here. Because 15 years ago, like I told you, Nokia introduced Nokia 1100 to the world. And so far, Nokia 1100 has been selling 250 million units around the world. So it's not perhaps a bad idea to launch new phones in Moscow. Hopefully the same will now repeat. And all in all, it's really early days for us. We've been on this journey for 18 months. But we have already started to bond with the consumers, engage with them. We are receiving a lot of insight, a lot of input, a lot of advice, a lot of critique towards what we are doing. And we are so grateful for all this feedback. We want to listen to that very carefully. So far, we have more than 150 million visits into our websites all around the world. We have close to 500 million video views in our website of the marketing assets that we have created. And last year alone, there were more than 250,000 articles about us, most of them extremely positive or neutral. But like I said, we stay humble and modest. We have feet on the ground. We want to learn, and we very carefully study all the feedback we are getting in order to make even better products and engage even better way with the consumers. And just before I hand over to the next one, I still wanted to remind that we are in a branded consumer business. And in this business, the most important thing is to become and stay relevant with the consumers. And we stay very humble in front of this challenge. I think we have managed to start the right way, take a couple of first steps to the right direction, but it's really early days. And for us especially, it's very important we reach out to the next generation, that we capture the hearts and minds of young millennials. And I'm happy to share with you that this journey also has started very well. We will soon hear more from the next speaker, some evidence that we are already bonding pretty well with the young audience. But now, dear friends, it's time to invite to the stage the next speaker. He is the captain of our ship. And we will soon hear from him how it has been sailing this boat for the past 18 months, but more importantly, where is he going to take the boat going forward? So, Dami Ikaspada, it's my great pleasure to invite to the stage the Chief Executive Officer, Florian Zeicher.
तो वहाँ पे आपको 12+12 मेगापिक्सल का डुअल रियर कैमरा देखने को मिल जाएगा।
Thank you very much. Hello and welcome, everyone. It's great to be here with you in Moscow on this beautiful evening. What better setting could we have asked for our new global product announcement in this beautiful city on this wonderful evening? It's been very exciting times for us as HMD, and I'd like to share with you a couple of the milestones along our journey so far. In Mobile World Congress just a few months ago, we've shared with you that we've sold more than 70 million new Nokia phones in 2017. And this year, we have every intention to grow that number, and we're busy making great progress on our journey ahead. And we've also shared that we have already presence in more than 80 markets and in consumers in more than 170 markets globally are activating their new Nokia phones. That was back in Barcelona. Now, just 3 months further along, we can report that we have happy consumers in more than 200 markets activating their new Nokia phones, and we're actively selling in more than 91 markets. So that's great progress. But what else? We have managed to establish a leading position in the feature phone space globally, but even more proud here today to announce that also in Russia we are the #1 in feature phones in this market, which is awesome. And in smartphones, remember back in Barcelona we shared we had reached by the end of 2017 15 markets globally where we're already Android smartphones from the Nokia 1 of all the way to the Nokia 8 2 quarters of selling our new Nokia Android range. On our exciting announcements, 1 quarter further ahead at the end of Q1, our Chief Product Officer to 21 markets globally, having been able in the top 5 position, including Russia again. Really, really proud. And
we have a very strong product lineup
and belief in our journey has led to another amazing opportunity. Just last week, we announced that we've closed an investment of a further $100 million into HMD, and this is really, really amazing. What this means,
there's a target consumer that we have particularly in mind. We know their needs, we know how
with a valuation of more than $1 billion
with solutions that we encapsulate into beautiful designs with a unique soul to it.
But more importantly, what this means for our mission is we now can fully focus on accelerating our growth and focusing on our strategy in 2018.
Smartphone is very often the only personal screen.
3 key areas. 1, we want to expand our product portfolio. Second, we want to deepen our presence in the key markets like Russia. And number 3, we want to continue that innovation spirit, and you'll see more just in a minute on this. So we're extremely busy at work, and what I find really, really amazing is we have now a complete product lineup in our
Ladies and gentlemen,
Nokia Android family.
Nokia
and the best
2.
thing about it is we have a new Nokia phone for every consumer to choose the right one for him or for her.
First iteration.
We have fantastic
the only
NPS
Nokia
scores.
2 takes that
For
even
example,
further.
the new Nokia 7 Plus,
increased
9
the
out of 10
performance
consumers
of
are
the design
actively recommending
by using
their
a
phone
Qualcomm
to their friends,
Snapdragon
which is just
425
unbelievably
mobile
positive
platform by over
scores.
50%.
And what's even more exciting,
Secondly,
in just
we've
a
grown
minute
the
with the
screen real
announcements we're
estate
going to share with
over
you this
20%.
evening, we will have
Yet,
a
through the
complete
close collaboration
lineup of renewed and refreshed Nokia Android
Just
smartphones
like the first
from
Nokia
the
3,
Nokia 1 all the way
our
to the
all
Nokia
new
8
iteration
Sirocco.
is also
And to
priced
share with you
at
more
130
on our exciting
signature
announcements,
Nokia quality
let me invite
and premium
Juho
craftsmanship in
Sarvikas,
action.
our Chief Product Officer, on stage.
€189. So the new Nokia 2 delivers the latest Android, pure
Android Oreo Go Edition is a significant step into our mission to bring quality computing experiences to everyone.
Thank you for welcoming us here in Moscow. Moscow and Russia is one of our key global markets.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, I have a great pleasure also to invite to the stage our general manager of our business in Russia.
I wanted to start by talking about my favorite topic, product making. And note that we're not just making any products, we're making Nokia Android smartphones. And we know that you hold a high standard for us, one that we aim to meet. In today's technology race, we see a unique opportunity to refocus on what actually matters. We have a very pure, purpose-led way of creating our devices, one where craftsmanship and design are at the absolute center. In addition, we want to exceed your expectations in real life once you have your Nokia Android smartphone in use. In short, we create phones that you can rely on. The way we accomplish this is that we demand more from our devices than anyone else in this industry. We take our designs to the absolute limit. I'll give you a couple of examples. Each product, each model that we make, we boot up and power down 250,000 times. Now, if you were to do that once a day, that means 685 years worth of use. We drop our designs hundreds of times from the pocket height so that we know that your Nokia Android smartphone is likely to survive in real life if the phone slips from your hand. And we ensure the phone is operational and works in the coldest midwinter night here in Moscow or on a warm summer day in India. When you combine these rigorous testing with our leadership in material and manufacturing technologies, we're able to deliver the quality that you expect from a true Nokia phone. But reliability and trust is much more than hardware. Here's where our unique promise on Android comes to play. Pure, secure, and up-to-date. We were the first manufacturer to commit to monthly security updates across our entire range. We've delivered this month on month on every single model in our lineup. Secondly, we made the promise of a phone that only gets better over time. Our entire range, from Nokia 1 to Nokia X6, is running on Android Oreo, with the Nokia 2 joining the family this June. I don't believe any other manufacturer can make the same claim. And we keep our Android pure. Pure of malware, bloatware. We believe that you should be in full control of the experience on your device. You decide what you do with your phone. Another key part of our promise of up-to-date is bringing the hero features of the latest phones also the devices that are already in market. We believe that you should be in full control. One of the key experiences that we've heard on your device is to bring Nokia Pro camera. You decide what you do with your phone. We will start the rollout this Friday. Another key part of our promise of up-to-date is bringing the hero features of the latest phones, the camera. Also we actually overhauled the whole camera. We believe that you should be in full control. One of the key experiences that we've heard on your device is to bring Nokia Pro camera. You decide what you do with your phone. We will start the rollout this Friday. Another key part of our promise of up-to-date is bringing the features of the latest camera. Also we actually Nokia 7 camera. One of the leading products, one of the key experiences that we've heard on your device is to bring Nokia Pro camera. You decide what you do with your phone. Android on your Nokia. We will start the rollout this Friday. Another key part of our promise of up-to-date is bringing Nokia features of the latest camera. Also we actually Nokia 7 camera. One of the one of the key experiences that we've heard on your device is to bring Nokia Pro camera. You do with your phone. Android on your Nokia this Friday. Another key part of our promise of up-to-date is bringing Nokia also actually Nokia 7 camera. One of the leading products, one of the key experiences that we've heard on your device is to bring Nokia Pro camera. You do with your phone. Android on your Nokia this Friday. Another key part of I know that we're not seeing the reading on the camera. One of the leading products, one of the key experiences that we've heard